This is StoryLink Radio. Our stories are presented before a live audience, then recorded for the StoryLink Radio podcast for your on-demand listening pleasure. Please visit StoryLinkRadio.com for show notes, for read-along text, and to find out how to join our live audience, and for lots of free stuff, including free audiobooks and much more. This episode is the next chapter in MORTE D'ARTHUR. Please remember to visit www.storylinkradio.com. Book 1, Chapter 9, of the first war that King Arthur had, and how he won the field. And then King Arthur came out of his tower, and had under his gown a jesseraunt of double mail. And there went with him the Archbishop of Canterbury, and Sir Baudwin of Britain, and Sir Kay, and Sir Brastias. These were the men of most worship that were with him. And when they were met, there was no meekness, but stout words on both sides. But always King Arthur answered them, and said he would make them to bow a he lived. Wherefore they departed with wrath, and King Arthur bade keep them well, and they bade the king keep him well. And so the king returned him to the tower again, and armed him and all his knights. What will ye do? Said Merlin to the kings. Ye were better for to stint, for ye shall not prevail, although ye were 10 times so many. Be we well advised to be afeard of a dream, reader? Said King Lot. With that Merlin vanished away, and came to King Arthur, and bade him set on them fiercely, and in the meanwhile there were 300 good men, of the best that were with the kings, that went straight unto King Arthur, and that comforted him greatly. Sir, said Merlin to Arthur, fight not with the sword that ye had by miracle, till that ye see ye go into the worse. Then draw it out and do your best. So forthwithal King Arthur set upon them in their lodging, and Sir Baudwin, Sir Kay, and Sir Brastias slew on the right hand and on the left hand, that it was marvel, and always King Arthur on horseback laid on with a sword, and did marvellous deeds of arms, that many of the kings had great joy of his deeds and hardiness. And then King Lot brake out on the backside, and the king with 100 knights, and King Carados, and set on Arthur fiercely behind him. And with that Sir Arthur turned with his knights, and smote behind and before, and ever Sir Arthur was in the foremost press till his horse was slain underneath him. And therewith King Lot smote down King Arthur, and with that his 4 knights received him and set him on horseback. And then he drew his sword, Excalibur, but it was so bright in his enemies' eyes that it gave light like 30 torches, and therewith he put them aback and slew much people. And then the commons of Carleon arose with clubs and staves and slew many knights, but all the kings held them together with their knights that were left alive, and so fled and departed. And Merlin came unto Arthur and counselled him to follow them no further. Thank you for listening to StoryLink Radio. If you like what you've just heard, we hope you'll subscribe to our podcast and pass along our web address, www.storylinkradio.com, and leave comments to tell us if you like what we're doing and what stories you enjoy most. Join us next time for another story from StoryLink Radio.